for people wondering what's going on in the mod. So chat may be a little difficult to read. But I just want to have like a quick 30 minute to an hour long, just see if anyone's interested in this being a possible series. And seeing if people are interested in general of discussing this game series. Since back eons ago, one of the first videos on the channel was a Ultimate Custom Night. We played that when the game came out, and I was going to make a FNAF thing, but I realized I like to read books, and I choose to ignore the series. So, I was always right that the books have more significance than I thought, but I wanted to strictly focus on games. So, because the games, one universe, now two, and the other aspects to things are books and movies are their own separate worlds. So I just want to talk in game the story, especially after the Secret Mimic. I believe I have every single tape and log email. So just overall quick stream. Curious if people have any discussions or questions. I'll go looking into it because I'm going to do a whole refresh. Going to go from game to game to game. See if I notice anything retroactively that fits or things that have been mentioned since the beginning. That's the goal. One of the videos I do plan on doing is going in game order based off of what is known about the time. So probably be Secret Mimic first and go down from there. I have to rerun each game to see what comes up. But it's basically all I want to do. Just discuss that aspect and just have a discussion. Because I feel like we have to at this point. Especially after the news game came out and a lot of things came to light. Nothing is the same. I'm also going to try to avoid spoilers unless I'm given the free pass to spoil. So, basically, I'm just hoping to talk only about the games. We're not even going to dive into the books or the hello. I don't want to dive into the movie possible universe or the books or comics. I want to strictly focus on the games, what the series was all about. I want to just Courtney, thanks for the sub. I just want to have this discussion. And try to predict the new timeline. Because the Mimic, don't want to spoil, change everything. Literally, the foundation is done. I'm honestly happy that Matt Pat retired from YouTube because he would probably have a heart attack after this recent game. Literally, every theory he had, gone. Back to beginnings. And a lot of things that didn't make sense, in my opinion, now make sense. Especially involving one animatronic. Holy crap, that specific one has significance. So, my first question is, and this is also for the people watching later, because I know a bunch of people that watch me will watch this later on. Questions. What to look out for? Because I'm going to start going back through the games, and only the games, to pick them apart based off the new information we got. But questions will be greatly helpful to know what people are wanting to be answered. Because if clear, and it's been clear since sister location. The lore is being retroactively fit based off of the feels of the time. That is just straight up the truth. 2014, the big feel is creepy. Um, what's it called? Animatronics, obviously, but it's also creepy. Um, unknown possessions. That was the fear back in 2014. Now the fear is AI, so now everything's being labeled around AI. At least when it comes to fears, because animatronics don't scare people anymore. AI scares people. So, just common storytelling, you shift the fear based off time. So, I just want to, just again, curiosity. What do people want to know? Because I know my big question is, again, I don't want to spoil, but I'm given a green pass by people in the chat. The big fear of who or what Henry and William actually did. That's like the big thing I want to pick apart, specifically sister location, to figure out what their secrets on the way. I remember specifically in the sister location that there was a stand budget shop you can get animatronics and supplies from in the pizza simulator portion of the game. And now we know that that's one of the people who did what they did. So, makes me want to go back, see if I can find MCM and find out blueprints or background stuff that's been hinting this whole time, but we didn't know what that hinting was. Like I said, I don't want to say too much because I know it's been a week, but I know some people will wait like a month before buying the game. So cautious about it. Or there's people that I know that are waiting for Markiplier's full gameplay before they dive into the game. So just thinking ahead of time. Just a lot of new information that came out. Thankfully, too, because I love the fact that they just told us a bunch of stuff. There's no hardcore like guessing. We know a lot. We got the foundation of the whole story, I believe. Besides two things, but I know we're going to do a DLC to solve those questions. So, just a question. What did the two people that we knew of the franchise, what did they actually do? And what did they not do? And again, I feel like every fearless, and I'm not a fearless, I'm just a guy who overthinks. Big difference. I don't know all the lore of books. I don't know every toe on the animatronic like map hat. I just want to make this series make sense. Because it went AWOL after the fourth game. The first one was solid, you could kind of guess what was happening. Then New Help 1 came out after Sister Location did Bombshell that made us question everything. And now this game do another Bombshell. It seems like every third game style thing, it does a bombshell. That's why I'm noticing. Every third game does like a bombshell that changes everything. With the only exception being the third game, the actual third game, because the first game, Scott didn't know it was going to be that crazy of a good series, so he continued. So starting from the second game, actually. Big Okay, I'll go into spoiled territory. Sorry in advance. Anyone in the chat. I think the Mimic has been part of the series this whole time. And since the blueprints of the first restaurant, Polyfred Bales, was down there, and it seems like the third game has a really big significance because the map was which was shown in the game, that has to be the original dino, but obviously modified to hell after being closed to being a retail, which honestly makes sense. If you're gonna do a as a person's house for then you typically do it at the location. So it honestly does make sense. Like fast Bears has always been evil, that doesn't surprise me at all. A company is always once you get too big for your own good, that's when you become evil. Or you do more evil practices than you claim you will. Because money corrupts all in due time. So I don't know, just this game series has always bothered me when it came to the war. And the new games are not really helping. They're all being written by Scott. So it's not like, oh, the game company's doing nothing. It is that the game lore has gotten so big that it doesn't know how to simplify itself. Which honestly I know is good for the lore. People keeps the game being talked about for years to come. That's why there's going to be like 20 different FNAF games. Not even 20 seriously, but there's going to be 30 of them easily within the next decade at this rate. Especially if they do spin-offs of the arcade games. I don't know. I don't know. FNAF is just enticing in the wrong way. That's the best way to describe it. FNAF is just so complex that it's no longer enjoyable unless you literally know every possibility. Plus, we know there's a retcon somewhere in the first 4 games, guaranteed. So it's not even. So it's not even a question on is everything complete because we know there's at least one guaranteed retcon in the first 4 games. And after Steel Wool came in, there was a bunch of stuff wrong with security breach that Ruin had to fix. Which makes me think that's why Commitment was made. So, I don't know. I just wanted to go live, see if anyone would be interested. And put your comments down below. Let me know if you are interested in me doing a deep dive. Do it game by game, do it game based off what I think the order is, or go legit by the timeline based off the game. I want to do it game by game, from first to the newest. I just have to get a lot of groundwork done. And which we go back to basics. So, well, actually, I should go probably news to oldest. Because news will be the most correct info, and we have the video games to support it. You know what? That's what I'll do. News to oldest. So, yeah, I'm just curious if anyone would be